thanks for coming out. I know it's early. A lot of people are still registering at the front there. Hopefully you guys can get an extra session in today. My name is Lattanzio. I'm the Digital Marketing Manager for Weight Watchers Canada. And I'm here to present to you virtualizing the journeys without big data or big teams. Let me know if you guys can't hear me in the back. So for those of you who don't know, Weight Watchers, I'm sure many of you in the audience have heard of us. We're a 50-year-old company, and we've helped millions of people really change their relationship with food for the good. Our new Beyond the Scale program that launched 14 months ago really was a really big change in how we do things. It's a holistic view of weight loss, and really focuses on the whole you as opposed to just food or a diet. Our new program has been really, really successful. Our members find they lose 15% more weight versus our previous program, and our member success is extraordinary. And we're really happy with our members that take the program. We really do inspire and guide members towards healthier choices, and it's kind of nudging them in the right direction to live more of a balanced life. Our program, so again, for those of you who don't know, we use Smart Points as a measuring system. Everything's still on the menu. You can eat whatever you want with Weight Watchers, all within reason. So, if you want to have a 6-point piece of chicken or an 8-point chocolate bar, that's fine. Whatever you want. You want that chocolate bar, eat the chocolate bar. You can have anything you want in the program, all within reason. And it's about nudging people towards healthier choices. So, most times people will have the chicken versus the chocolate bar, and it makes people understand the portions on the plate, really kind of that whole diet. So understanding how many proteins they're getting in a day, how to have a balanced carbs and protein ratio, and all vegetables and fruits at 0 points, which encourages people to make healthier choices throughout the day. So we're a subscription-based program. Probably a lot of retail marketers in the room, and I do come from a retail background as well. So it's a little bit of a different approach in how you use Journey Builder and how you use Salesforce and CRM systems to target your audience, versus a retail customer where you're just trying to turn people through the door and potentially just getting more sales out of each individual customer. We have 2 products. One is our meetings product, which also includes online. Meetings is kind of the secret sauce for those of you who may have been members before. It's a weekly in-person meeting where you sit and we can talk about your obstacles and the challenges you have in the program. And there's an outpouring amount of support in that group. Members come with very personal problems, very personal issues that we can deal with. And that support they get really is instrumental for the success of the program. We also have an online component, and that's for the do-it-yourselfers, people who are maybe too busy to go to meetings. And it's through a desktop and mobile app. And it's a really easy to use app where you can track all of your food, your fitness, your activity, your weight. And we also have 24/7 support to support that as well. And a new product we just launched there is Connect, which is an online Weight Watchers exclusive social community that really kind of takes the place of the meeting room online. And we see a lot of amazing support for that system as well. So people are still getting support online. So the quick intro to our team. One note at the beginning of the presentation is that we did this without a big team. It's a team of 2, and we've launched several journeys over the last 12 months. The 2 that I'm presenting today were done from strategy to execution, all with a team of 2. So we're really proud of the work that we've done here, and it just goes to show that you don't need a 20-person CRM team necessarily to kind of meet your goals. You can do a lot of great work with 2 strong employees. So the problem we had, as I said, we've launched several journeys in the past 12 months, but we kind of tapped out our data. A lot of marketers in the room probably have similar data challenges. We have 15 years of data, which is not necessarily a good thing. A lot of times you have too much data, it's hard to filter through and actually find segments that are important to you. So we kind of hit a wall. We were kind of taking it back and said, what do we do next? So we found ways to provide a really personal experience for customers just with basic attributes, and I'll get into that in more detail. But again, it just goes to show that you don't necessarily need to have a ton of data and 25 different attributes per customer to make things personal. You can do that just with a few carefully kind of chosen attributes and the right messaging at the right time. Targeted emails, we know we're just more effective through our past case studies and our tests. So the more volume we can pump out as a company, the more we can support and encourage our members towards success. And that's really our goal for this year. So the story, again, using only a few data points, we crafted 2 engaging customer journeys. These are acquisition-based journeys to win back our former members. And these journeys are they're kind of brother and sister. We come to at the exact same time, they have the same goals, they're just a different approach. And the results have been fantastic so far. I'll get into that a little bit later. The journey 1, we're not too good with naming conventions, not like the CIA with operation names. We just called it our special offer. It's a great name, but 4 months after a member has left the program, we send them a targeted communication that really is personal, and it feels personal and it is personal to bring them back into the program. So it's a 2-email journey. As I said, you don't need to start with a 7-email journey or have something big, but it's a content approach. Now, at Weight Watchers, we're great content marketers. We have thousands of articles on our website. We have thousands of recipes to support our members. So we chose to use this first touch point as kind of a re-missing message. We have free content here that can get people back on track. Even if they're no longer members, we still want to support them. And then the reason I mentioned programs earlier is because depending on the previous program type they had with us, depends on the content they're going to receive. So the content is dynamic. If they were a meetings member, we talk about what you're missing with meetings. If you're an online member or you were an online member, we talk about why or how online tools can help improve your life. The second email is where we get a little more acquisition based. If they don't respond to the first email, is when they'll get the second. We have some kind of personalization here. We use a third-party vendor to work with the PSD industry to incorporate the name. It's kind of a surprise and delight. It's not used to seeing the name kind of engraved on the chalkboard. It does add some added personalization. And some of the messaging is really personal too. So, Angela, we cooked up an offer just for you. We also have some supportive messaging about the program. This is our journey map. Again, guys, it looks super complicated. It's actually really simple. It's a 2-email journey with 1 re-mail built in. Re-mails are just kind of best practice. If your customers aren't responding to a certain message, you may want to reach out to them again with that same message before triggering the offer. Our strategy has always been to hold offers until we kind of need to deploy them. We always want customers to rejoin at no more price because we do find that they actually have more success with the program when they're not just joining because they got a coupon or a discount. So we do tend to hold those back. We also have social ads as part of this journey. I'll get into that a little more detail later. It's kind of some new technology that we're working with. And I'll hold on that before we get into details. But as I said, it's dynamic between online and meetings. It's really fresh and personal. So here's some results. Overall, the results have been fantastic. At Weight Watchers, our metric is we compare journey builder campaigns to traditional mass emails, so promotional emails which we send people. So when compared to those emails, you see the lifts we're seeing are fantastic. Over 100% in some cases, and conversion rate as well, which is the number of results we're looking for. They've been live about 2 months, which are early signs of success, but we're going to continue to optimize and hopefully actually increase these numbers a little bit further. For a second email journey here is a birthday offer. Now, I just want to forecast this. I didn't invent this. Everybody does birthday emails, right? So there's so many marketers out there. You notice on your birthday, your inbox is filled with 25 different emails with different marketers and different brands and products. We wanted to kind of use a birthday as a kickstart to a healthy change. We do find through our research that that is something that's true. My birthday is coming up this Sunday, and I just joined the CrossFit gym, but I think that there's something extra between an upcoming birthday and wanting to make a healthy change. So we wanted to use this as a touch point, but not in like a negative way. The content here is hard to read, but it really is about, birthdays are about change and renewal. Here's an opportunity to make a healthy change. We're actually just doing free content, and we're finding ways so that they can live a healthier birthday. So if your birthday's upcoming, there's kind of some anxieties around, like we're going to eat a cake, we're going to have maybe too much alcohol. The content here is about, here's 3 recipes for cake that are only 6 points each. So kind of have a manage the birthday a little bit. So there's not 2 offers here. This is really a content email. Secondly, if they don't respond to that or sign up, we then trigger our birthday email. Again, we have some added personalization. This is literally the icing on the cake. The name is engraved on the cake. Again, just the novelty and surprise and delight. We do find when you add this extra personalization, you do see a lift. So we've chosen to incorporate that here. And that's it. As I said, it's pretty straightforward. The journey map is not complex. 1, 2. It's a 7-day journey, and both of these 2 journeys are 7 days. You don't need to have a 1 journey necessarily. Sometimes 1 to 2 month long journey works, especially during the onboarding process. Or for something short and sweet, you still want that recall. You want people to remember that first email, so that second email feels like a short email. It feels like a second step. Results here have been incredibly strong as well. Our click rate compared is 129% up, which has been pretty great. Again, been live for only about 2 months, but the results here are very, very strong. So we're going to continue to do this stuff. This is some great work. I mentioned social ads. This is a very, very new platform, especially in Canada. Very few marketers actually adopting this. Essentially, this is an omni-channel journey. So we can take the customers that receive their email 1 and 2, we can export that audience to Facebook, it anonymizes it, and we retarget that audience with social ads specific to the journey they receive. So I'll just show you the trade, it's probably more accurate. So after a member had received that first special offer journey, they'll get an ad like this news if they are on Facebook and anything happens. So some technicalities there, but it does have some great brand recall. You can use this as just recall and have the same message go so they see that same creative, or you can use this as a revolving story and have social be that next feed. We want to meet our customers where they are. We know that a lot of them are on Facebook. We know that they interact with us in multiple channels. So we chose to integrate this. This literally just almost a week ago, so unfortunately I don't have any numbers to report yet. Our partners at Salesforce have indicated a lot of their clients have used the technology and seen a huge lift in engagement when they add social ads, so we're hoping for the best, but hoping to report back soon. So some learnings, start small. Like, as I said, we have really big journeys. We have onboarding journeys that are 6 weeks, 8 weeks. We have 5, 6, 8 month journeys. But if you're just starting out, start small. You can tackle one problem that you think journeys can help solve. Use your existing data first as well. A lot of times when we've actually gone down this rabbit hole trying to find data that so we can kind of build out our ideas. Sometimes it's best to just use the data you have, see if it works for you before you start to find the data. As a large organization or as a small organization, you might find that you likely will find that finding that data and getting that data actionable is really difficult. So you don't want to get kind of hung up on that. Start with 1 to 2 trigger emails. As I said earlier, a journey doesn't need to be 7 emails, it can be 2 emails, as long as it has a story. So you want to kind of follow that up in a succession, and you want to test everything. So everything we put out to market, we kind of go to market with a best guess. So we'll say, we like this content, we think it works, we're going to test it out with 10% of our audience. If we see a strong engagement, we'll launch it out further, or we'll just continue to optimize. So some of our journeys that have been live for even a year, we're continuing to optimize them. We're looking at them on a weekly and a monthly basis to see which emails maybe not performing, which pieces of content could be changed and altered. So just because it's set up and it's one and done and these are kind of triggered every single day, doesn't mean you shouldn't be optimized for them. So continue to test. And then lastly, find a benchmark to measure success. So as I said, at Weight Watchers, we tend to compare our journeys to our promo campaigns. That's just a good metric for us. But that doesn't necessarily break through for everybody. Everyone has different goals. Maybe your journey goal is to have someone download an app. Maybe it's to have more sales on the website or more retail value or lifetime value for your customers. So find a benchmark that works for you so that you can report improved success out. That'll get your organization behind you to have more journeys. That's it. So if there's any questions, I don't know if we have a microphone, but happy to take any questions we have there.
Deliverability, like ensuring that you get in their inboxes.
Yes, the question was about deliverability. So we're lucky at Weight Watchers, we actually have over 99% deliverability, 99.5 actually. For customers, are you challenging with that? Or is it?
Yeah, we're starting to use the marketing cloud, and we are having some challenges with deliverability. We've compared it to our constant contact. We're finding the constant contact gets into inboxes, whereas with marketing cloud, we're having some,
No, it's a good question. I don't know what your data looks like. Typically, when you move to DSPs to a new provider, you'll notice that there's probably a lot of people in your old provider that maybe aren't engaged, and you'll notice maybe there's a fall off. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's a fall off. It could be that you had, maybe it wasn't 99% of contact, right? That's sometimes what happens is that you're disengaging through that base that really isn't being tracked properly. So that could be what's happening. I'm not entirely sure. So what the data looks like.
All right.
Happy to talk to you after. Actually, let me see if we can get a microphone. Get a mic. Go for the question. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Hi, thanks. I was just wondering where you have your source data coming into. So when you collect the data from your members, does it go straight into Marketing Cloud, or do you store it somewhere else and then push it into Marketing Cloud?
So we're a pretty big company. We have a data house in the US that stores all our international data. That gets exported nightly to Salesforce. So every, I think it's 5 a.m. every day, all our customer data gets put over. So we have data from multiple things. So like most organizations, you might have in-store data, you might have online data, you might have app data. The challenge is combining that in an actionable way. We're working through that now, and I think we'll be in a great place in 8 months, but that's where our data goes in. It does not go directly to Salesforce or their database. But you can do it. That's a you know, if you're a mid-sized company or a small company, it's probably more in your favor to do that because the data will be actionable right away. You need to have that weight for you to be checked against your current data or your accounts. I think you're good.
Check. I'm here.
Yeah.
I was curious about the role of print in your journeys, if you've utilized any functionality, what you're doing with print currently, and if you're working that into any of your digital customers.
I missed the beginning. Was that
The role of print,
like our smart
direct mail, with your customer
direct
journeys.
mail. No, we have in Canada, some of our other international partners do direct mail. They have that integrated with their absolutely right. You can't do that. In Canada, we just know the Canadian market is really good for direct mail, and we have it. It's a good one.
Hi there. I'm really curious as to how you're able to target your Facebook ads to those who open your emails.
Sure. So it's a pretty simple integration. If you have the Salesforce Marketing Cloud, there's a tool called Audience Builder, and essentially what it does, this is kind of layman's terms, and it's a lot more complicated than this, but you can set a data extension that you have in Salesforce. You can export that audience to Facebook's advertising server, and then what it does is it anonymizes the data, and then it finds a match. So not all of your customers are on Facebook, right? Or they may be on Facebook with different email addresses, and so on, so that kind of disparity. We get about a 75% match rate with Facebook with our customers, which is pretty high. Some marketers are around 50%, so if you're happy with that match rate, then you can, when you're in Facebook and you're running an ad, you can use that audience to target. That's kind of like layman's terms how it works. That's it's really new technology. I think we're one of the first marketing hands on it, so we'll see how it performs. I'm hopeful that it will have a big spike in it. All right, thank you.